Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the SEC case against the Atlas traders, which has been dismissed, and the SEC have been accused of manipulating and fabricating evidence with false and misleading statements. So we're going to be looking at the details of this and potential positive implications for MMTLP resolution, and we're also going to be looking at ticker symbol MU, Micron for earnings, and this was a significant beat and the stock did well. This was also a stock that we called in our Discord for a beat, and then we're also going to be looking at, I'm going to be sharing with you towards the end of the video one of my recent buys, so stay tuned for that. So before we get started, let's have a look at one of the latest developments in terms of the market. So first headline here from investing.com, we can see the Fed keeps rates steady and still sees 3 rates cuts this year. So the markets did respond very positively with this news. So we are expecting positive news in terms of inflation and interest rates going forward. So shout out here to Stock Market News, who are saying that it's now 69.6% chance that Jerome Powell and the Fed will cut rates in June. So we will keep an eye on that, and that hopefully will lead to a significant bounce in the markets. So June is the date where we expect a significant cut to start for the first time in 2024. And let's now move on to look at earnings. So again, shout out to Stock Market News again, who released an overview of the earnings. So we look at earnings per share 42 cents, beating expectations of a loss of 24 cents. So that is a very significant beat. Revenue $5.82 billion, beating the expectations of $5.3 billion. So what I posted earlier is what I stated is, again, Micron is trading at an all-time high. We added this to our weekly watch list as well as a number of other stocks after posting double earnings beat for the quarter. So earnings per share recovered. Sales or revenue, same thing, 5.82 billion, so significant beat. In the previous quarter, we know that Micron lost 1.2 billion, so this is exceptionally well. So the profit, we're looking at $793 million, and the key reason for this great news for Micron is because of the demand for AI chips. That is real, and Microsoft is also one of the stocks on our watch list for a beat. So in terms of the chart, if we have a look at this, in the post market yesterday, it was up close to 18%. It's doing exceptionally well today, and again, one of the key reasons for this is that significant demand or fueling of AI demand. So great news for everybody holding Micron. Let's now have a look at the details of the Atlas case. So a quick reminder in terms of the original charges from the US Department of Justice. We can see originally December the 14th, 2022, the press release was that 8 men were indicted for a $114 million securities fraud scheme orchestrated through social media. So I think we can safely say now that these were false accusations made by the SEC, and certainly the SEC can be accused of potentially having misleading and false statements in this particular case. So what Benziga posted is update on the case of the SEC versus Atlas Trading, and we know it is case dismissed. And what Matlock has just posted earlier, he said case dismissed as well. So this is the post of the Twitter handle of PJ Matlock, and he states, obviously, do not trade based on my post. So he has been exonerated. The other person exonerated from one of the 8 is Hugh Henney and not Hef. And he's also stated here, everything is opinion, actively trade positions, not a pro. Zach Morris, his profile here is he's never going to forget who stood by him. All these tweets are opinions and still not a financial advisor. So let's now have a look at a response from a Twitter space from this ruling.
Yeah, they have nothing. This is what happens when you tell half fucking truth.
So that's why they hate, because they ain't got nothing better to do with their life.
No,
I can't wait. Like, we're going to do it soon, I'm sure. We'll show our evidence, like to be seen what the judge saw. And when the judge saw this shit, he dismissed it. We never tried to defraud anybody, ever.
Yep.
Ever. Anytime I lost 6 figures, like, I was like believing in shit.
Bro. The point is, they didn't have it then. They'll never have it. It doesn't exist. It never happened.
No.
They told half stories. They took out all context. They removed anything exculpatory. We know what they did. You know, They did the same thing they tried to claim we did. They fucking manipulated. They lied. They cheated. They doctored evidence. And they thought they could get away with it, and here we are. They did.
They did exactly what they accused you guys of doing.
Yeah,
telling
false and misleading statements. That's what they were doing the entire fucking case.
Look at the order from the United States District Court for the Southern District of Texas, and we can see in terms of the order, the court grants a motion to dismiss and hereby dismisses without prejudice the superseding indictment. So this is certainly very embarrassing for the SEC, certainly very embarrassing for Gary Gensler, and Congress needs to obviously also look at this case because there have been many allegations made against significant social media influencers. And if we go on and have a look, in terms of the allegations, the court is basically stating here, as alleged, the indictments as true, the court finds that that a crime has not been stated. So no crime has been committed. The defendant's alleged conduct cannot amount to a scheme to defraud. So again, I'm sure you're reading this, Gary. You need to be aware. Object of the scheme was not deprivation of alleged victims' property rights. So I certainly agree with that, because I think the SEC certainly misled everybody in terms of what this was about. And it goes on to say the investors here surrendered their property to the stock market at market prices and in return received the benefit of the bargain in the form of securities. Thus, the scheme did not deprive investors of their money or property through any misrepresentation, and the misrepresentation deprived them from accurate information necessary to make discretionary economic decisions. So in terms of the indictment, it must be dismissed without prejudice. So this is now dated March the 20th, 2024. So overall, great news. So we can basically say the SEC potentially fabricated evidence, potentially created false and misleading statements. They looked at half stories. They did not understand what exactly was going on. They should have understood how the market works. And the whole allegations brought against these people was certainly very, very embarrassing for them, and also embarrassing for Gary. So certainly in terms of MMTLP, I think this is a very, very strong case, signal for us in terms of our allegations against FINRA, against the SEC, because when it comes to the court certainly will see things much, much more independently. So Gary, let's get the truth out from you, especially for the MMTLP fiasco. Let's now get an update from DC in terms of Congress and the number of slots available left for booking for Don Fizz. So we can see that there are 3 slots available in terms of the calendar: Thursday 5 p.m. and Friday 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. So Don is making great progress, and he has posted some photos of some of his meetings. So he's met with Representative Karner, we can see here. He's also met with Representative Mike Lawler, so that is very positive, and he's also met with Vicente Gonzalez. So great news there in terms of Don, and Don did come on a post really and stated he's making great progress. People are listening. I finally like to finish off by sharing with you one of my investments in the market yesterday in terms of one of the stocks, and this was ticker symbol INTC, also known as Intel. So I bought this at $42.48, and this was shared live in the Discord. So if you would like to get news in terms of buy sell alerts, as well as details of our stock alerts that are shared daily, as well as the weekly stock alerts, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.